Hello, I'm back, and I'm gonna talk about some of the stuff that happened in this week headlines, and what happened in the headlines. Uh, to start off, I'm, I'm hoping Jimmy Carter have a speedy recovery. He wanted the former president of the United States. He's 95 years old. You know, he been losing his balance. He fell and hit his head, and they had to release some pressure off his brain because it was swelling. But according to some of his people, some of his some people in his camp, they're saying he's recovering good. So yeah, they wish a speedy recovery for Jimmy Carter, and they hope the young lady who was kidnapped in Auburn is somewhere safe and not dead. But according to some of the police interview, they said the amount of blood that was found in her car could mean that she was seriously injured or she might be deceased. It's one place, one company in Texas, it's Texas Rescue. They have suspended. They searched for her until law enforcement get them a particular area to search. Right now, they think they searching, but they ain't getting. They ain't they want to be. They don't want to be just running around the state and running around Florida looking for the young lady. But I hope she's still alive, and maybe she had amnesia, or maybe she put in a reduced coma or somewhere in the hospital to get her back to health. Uh, I have daughters, and you know, just her being in college and going to the store, and then she come up missing. They caught the young man who did it, but he ain't talking to him. He not telling him nothing. He not saying where. I don't think they know is they found the car in her car in her SUV in Montgomery, Alabama, and they found him down in Florida. So last week they did an interview with her mother and her stepfather. They say her stepfather is a heavyweight USC. Is a yeah a UCF. Hey, wait, yeah, Miss Martial Art. Yeah, Miss Martial Art fighter. So his wife had to tell him to breathe, take deep breath, cause with the style with Miss Martial Art, he could break that man's neck easily. You know, so his wife had to keep on reminding him in court to take deep breath, to think about if you do something, it might end up hurting finding their daughter. So right now, for the people who pray, some people say they don't believe in the Lord. They're atheists, and they are the one who worship wicked, and you know what I'm talking about. Someone said they don't pray, but for those who do pray to the Lord, pray that she be found, at least brought back to her family. And on today's is breaking news. They're having the impeachment inquiry, public hearing. They're saying if the House get enough evidence by, I say, 2020, the Senate, they would go through trying to impeach Donald Trump, President Donald Trump. The man is the president. You know, I know I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm an independent. I'm a bipartisan. That's the proper name for it. And but people want the man to fail and don't realize if he failed, the United States failed. And if the United States fail, it's a good chance we might go back through a recession. Nobody, maybe the banks might benefit out the recession, but they won't benefit too much because the recession come, there'll be a whole lot of homes going into foreclosure. People failing on their auto loans. You'll have people spending less because they're afraid that you know don't know what's gonna happen, so they spend less to save more money. So that means there'll be less money going to retail, and it's a dominoes effect. People don't look at the big picture, saying they want Donald Trump out of office to impeach him. Don't look at the big picture. Don't see what might happen. So I'm like I said, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat, but I do understand that whoever in office don't need to be taken out of office over impeachment because you don't like him. Because at first they did it on the murder report, motor. Excuse me, the motor report. They wasn't able to get him on that. So now they acting like they love Ukraine. They're acting like Ukraine is one of the best allies for the United States. So they're using this whole Ukraine thing to try to impeach President Trump. And the people who want to be impeached, the Democrat, but the people who gonna foot the bill is us. Us people the gonna have to pay. So if the trial lasts a long time, it's an opportunity, it's a chance that taxes gonna be raised, you know, to pay for all the darn so-called expert they're gonna have to bring in. So they should have just let it. They upset the biggest thing they upset because Donald B. Hillary. That's the whole bottom line to it. Came on to the bottom line. Donald beat Hillary, and they're trying to find a reason to get him out. If they impeach him, and he get out of as a president, he's still rich, man. What you hurting? He's still gonna go down in history as one of the presidents. They tried to do the same thing to Bill Clinton over Monica Lewinsky. I think that's her name. They tried to do the same thing with Bill Clinton. Hillary know Bill was cheating. You know, I was young. I, I haven't went to the military yet, I don't think. Oh, was I? I think I was in the military. I think it happened in '95. So, but when Bill did that interview and said, "Yes, I smoked weed." No, that was before. That was long before. He smoked. That was when he was trying to go for president. He smoked weed, but he didn't inhale. Come on, Bill. But when he did that interview, that way he did the interview. When he did the interview, he said, "I did not have no sexual relation with that woman." The woman had a dress. The woman still had your DNA on her dress, dog. Bill, you gotta be careful, man. you know, to all the people, men and women, you gotta be careful when you go in there and make an accusation and you think the person think the people dumb. Some people ain't dumb, man. They got the text message. They got the done DNA. Oh, so speaking of DNA, I just seen a news article today on she a YouTuber, but I follow her on Instagram. Her name is Levity T, and she had put on Instagram about this lady who work in a hotel, and the man who at the hotel, I'm guessing he had a young lady, it might have been a young man, I don't know what it was, but ended up his semen was left in the condom, and she took his semen out because she found out he was a millionaire and put that semen inside her vagina, and they gave her, and she had a baby. So 4 years later, they just awarded that man. I mean, they just awarded that woman with child support. They told the judge was told how she did it, how she got the condom and used his semen and put inside of her, and they still gave her child support. Man, it, in the article, the woman said she always wanted a child, and it's talking about, I don't know if it's true or not, about what her statement was, but she said that he left a bank statement and she seen what he was worth, and that she said she gonna have a child. She might have a child by a millionaire. Man, I'm gonna tell you, that's my thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I were him, I would get some of the best lawyers and just get full custody of that darn child. I like, sure, you're gonna do some crap like that. I should be able to get my child and raise him myself. If he my child, I should be able to get him. I should get custody from him because that was borderline insanity doing some stuff like that. Because I was told as a young child, as a young man, I was told that if you're gonna when you use a condom, flush it. You flush that junk. You never, don't let that woman throw it away for you. Don't let her put it in the trash can for you. Cause it was another case. I think it was down here in Atlanta, but not down here in Atlanta, but Atlanta right up the road. That's why I call it right up the road, because like an hours and change away. But it was another case. I think it was this doctor. Him and this lady were dating, but he did it. He felt he got hit with the same situation. That once they had sex, he threw the condom in the trash can, and I think she was a doctor too, if I'm not mistaken. I think she froze the sperm and she ejected the sperm inside of her and got a baby by him. And they put him on child support also. Man, I'm not one of them. I'm not a man. I'm not one of them man. Raw, raw, raw. They trying to get you, but some people actually trying to get you. Some people, you got to be careful. You got to if you don't, and then another person, another man, while I was in the Navy, he was like, hey, bro, we all was sitting around talking. You know, I don't know how that discussion came up, but we were talking about how you dispose of the condom. He said, I go ahead, I go in the bathroom, clean myself up, take the rubber with me, and I put water in there, and I flush it down the commode. So I'm guessing, ain't no guessing. The man already had told the woman they were dating, according to the article. The man had told us, I don't want no children, but she wanted a child. So she did that and put that man on child support. I don't get it. I don't know what the judge be thinking when they said tell the man he got to be on child support, even though the woman did some manipulative stuff to become pregnant. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I know. How did I get on that? Oh, I got on that. I was talking about the impeachment inquiry. Then I jumped on Bill Clinton about the DNA on Monica dress, and then end up talking about it brought me to what I was talking about. That's why I said my thoughts and opinions. Because I'll be all over the place sometimes. Yeah, I'll be all over the place. So I learned like it better off not putting out don't want to learn. No, it ain't. It's not better off. If you have a specific topic to talk about, you can go ahead and make that your headline and talk about that topic. But if you just got a lot of stuff that you just want to say, you just go ahead and like my thoughts and opinion. What happened in the headline? And speaking of that, did you hear about Colin Kaepernick? They said they invited all 32 teams in the NFL were invited to come see him work out.
Nobody, sir.
They invited him to work out. So it's even though him in the NFL, they did a settlement about his case. So he was saying um he was being you know damn what the word I'm looking for. I know the word I want to say, but he was being blackball. That what it is. Blackball. I don't know why they use blackball. That's the thing saying blackball. Blackballs ain't bad. I don't know why they try to make blackball bad. It ain't bad. But they said the Detroit Lions will send a rep to Colin workout. I think Miami gonna send a rep down there. Oh, my Atlanta Falcons talking about they plan on sending somebody down there to see him work out. They say Houston Texas declined to comment whether or not the team was sending somebody down there. Chicago said they're not sure. The Bears. The Indianapolis coach said they hadn't made no official decision. The Baltimore Ravens said they don't know they're gonna send anybody down there. They said Dallas Cowboys said they don't think they're gonna send nobody down there. The New England said they're not sure they're gonna send nobody down there. So the report was wrong. They talking about all 32 teams was interested. See, that's why I had to read. See, what I was saying earlier, you need to read for yourself. They said the Miami Dolphins are committed to sending somebody down there. They need to, cause Miami Dolphins look terrible. They won one game, but my Falcons look terrible too. They ain't won but 2 games. But the Dolphins, if they get capped, they might can start tanking. But that was a lot of ESPN experts think that the Dolphins are tanking to try to get the number 1 draft pick quarterback or something. Cause Cap, he had a winning record while he was in the NFL playing for the 49ers. Took the team to the Super Bowl. He had a good record. And then dude's still in his 20s. Yeah. I said New York Jets declined to ask about it because New York Jets need a quarterback too. Miami needs a quarterback. Uh, Cleveland look like they need a quarterback. That dude, he reckless. He be throwing some unnecessary interception. I hate to say it, but my Atlanta Falcons need a quarterback too. Matt Ryan he's a sometime joker. He is son timing. But Houston, anything if they need anything, they need a backup quarterback. Houston quarterback doing excellent, and Baltimore quarterback. And, and to me, the reason why I'm glad the Falcons beat the Saints on Sunday, 26-9, being though they won 26-9. But I believe if they had kept Bridgewater as their starting quarterback for a little while longer, they would have beat the Falcons. They would have beat the Falcons, man. So I'm glad they did it. Hey, you know who had one of the biggest downfalls in TV and movies? Cuban Gooding Jr. That man went down so darn fast because his career it had took off in the what late 90s and early 2000s, and then he had so many darn cases charges against him about groping women. It's crazy. Here go a little article right here. Cuban Gooding Jr. is outraged he was indicted by the grand jury that never saw multiple videos of the allegations, incidents of sexual misconduct. Cuban attorney Mark filed a motion to dismiss the 6-count indictment against him in NYC. According to the doc, Gooding called it grossly inappropriate and unjust that the district attorney didn't show the video during the grand jury proceeding. Gooding and his lawyer said the DA chose here to trick the system by not giving the grand jury a fair opportunity to evaluate all the facts and the evidence. According to TMZ said they broke the story. They said there are videos of Cuban June 2019 incident at Magic Hour rooftop bar where he alleged touched a woman's breast. There also security footage at T.O. nightclub in New York City from last October 2018 when he was accused of touching somebody's booty, a server booty, one of the waitresses. They said Gooding's indictment is for 3 separate incidents. The third was at all those took place in New York. Oh, Gooding. And all of them, he loves some white women. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Cause I find some attractive too. But my sweet will bust me in my face if I try to pursue them. So yeah. So but this is you can be labeled as a doing sex offender with this. If he get indicted for any one of them. Well, if I'm guilty for any of them, he can be a sex offender. You know, and sex offender, he had hard time trying to get visitor right for his children if they still young. Hey, everybody, little squeaky voice the squeaky voice rapper from Miami, Kodak Black. He get 46 months behind bars in federal gun case. I think he already been in there for about a year now. Cause I know that happened. What did it happen earlier? Or late 2018 or early 2019? They said Kodak Black could spend the next 46 months behind bars in his federal gun case. I'm gonna tell you, 46 months. It's not crazy. It's not crazy. Cause Kodak, he been going through some junk. He already had not too long get out of junk. I think he's in prison for a year for something. And I think he was on probation. Then, according to a news report, that he was he got stopped at the Canada border because he said he made a wrong turn somewhere out there, and he ended up by going to Canada. They had guns in the car. They said Kodak been sentenced to nearly 4 years in prison after he pleaded guilty in his federal gun case back in August. That didn't happen in August. Well, I guess he pleaded guilty in August. Kodak also been sentenced to 3 years of supervised release. They say it's a bit of a break considering prosecutor wanted 96 months after Kodak was involved in a fight behind bar, which resulted to a prison guard getting hurt. Hmm. Yeah, he he get out pretty easy. No, I know, but I don't know how prison is. But and he's still young. He ain't never 22. He never 22. So people still rocking his music. And said, as we reported, as part of Kodak plea agreement, prosecutors said they would push for a lighter sentence because Kodak has been cooperated. He initially faced a max of 10 years after pleading guilty of 2 counts of knowingly making a false and fictitious written statement and conducting with the firearm. Kodak has been in a federal custody since his arrest in May. Oh, it just been May. You feel like it's been so long than May. Yeah. He had untold, what is that? May that knocked off about 4 months. Or knocked off about 6 months. So he just had 30 months or he just had 40 months in prison. Prosecutors said they would push for a lighter sentence that Kodak has been cooperating. Like I said, he initially faced a maximum of 10 years after pleading guilty of 2 counts of knowing all that. They said Kodak has been in federal custody since May. He had wanted to be let out while the case unfolded, but the judge denied his request for bail after calling him a danger to the community. Wow. Danger to the community. He ain't killed nobody. The rapper has been arrested at the Rolling Loud Festival on a restaurant stemming from his indictment. Dumb young dude, you know, damn, jump. He being out of prison and jail. I was raised in, I, I was raised in the projects too, growing up. But I might wasn't raised in the as toughest crowd he was raised, project he was raised in. But sometimes you just got to, let that behavior go. Elton John said he can't say goodbye. He said, "So how about we don't?" They said Elton John having a hard time hanging it up for his final time on the road. So for now, he's gonna keep the show going for just a little while longer. John said, "Man, y'all ain't gonna bring me out of here." They said the British music icon just announced that he has finished his farewell Yellow Brick Road tour, and it's not even by just a tab. He adding 24 new stops in North America. John said he really get the paper. But he already rich. But he said, "Shit, man, y'all ain't gonna tell me I need to retire." I know somebody told him he need to retire. Elton Johnson, no, I'm good, dog. The concept would be a mix of extended stays in cities where he was already set to perform, like it's the days in Chicago, Houston, um, Toronto. He also going to all new cities such as Hershey, Pennsylvania, Lincoln, Nebraska, Fargo, North Dakota, and other smaller markets. The next date start in March of 2020 and will run through the summer, marking the last time he'll play a concert either here or in Canada. His farewell tour will then head across the pond where he'll do a screens of shows across Europe and finally landing in the UK. His final tour concert is slated for December 17th at the Devo 2. I know they want to say O2, but I don't say O2. God damn it. O ain't no number. But December 17th at the Zero 2 in London. They said, funny enough, Elton recently canceled and rescheduled a missed concert in Indianapolis due to illness. It looks like he is all better now and making up for his sickness. So, bottom line is, like I said, Elton John said, y'all might be ready to retire. Y'all might want me to go. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna be around here to 2020 in the United States. Then I'm going to Europe. Europe is a big continent. He ain't said what city. He said he's just going to Europe. So Elton John said he ain't going nowhere. Him and his glitter gonna be flying over stages all over the world. Yeah. So hey, congratulations to Elton John for hanging on for a little while longer. And thanks for watching the video. I had to cut it off short. I got to head up there and pick up my daughter, like I had said in the previous video. And she about to get ready to walk out of school in a little bit. In about a 5-minute drive, so I'll be out there shortly. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my thoughts and opinion. And thank you for becoming a subscriber. Like, subscribe, and like I said, if you have any comments, please leave your comments. And if you want to critique me, hey, I'm listening. I'm not here to beef. I'm not here to be a mean person. I just want to share my opinion. So I hope you have a great day. I might come back a little bit later, but I got to go to a school meeting around by 6 o'clock. So I'm going to do my best to come back later. All right. Talk to you later. Have a great day.